Hey guys, what is going on? Anthony here with Pistons Talk. Hope you guys are having a great night so far. What I wanted to do in this video was react to James Edwards III recent athletic article. Now, we're not going to be reacting to this whole article. We're only going to be reacting to one little paragraph in this article, and I think it's the most important part of this entire article. This was a very good Q&A mailbag. Fans asked some questions. James answered it the best he could. But we're going to be talking about Monty Williams, the future of Monty Williams. I think that's the $1 million question right now. A lot of people wonder, what is the Trajan Langdon and the Detroit Pistons going to do with Monty Williams? Is he staying? Is he going? Now, there's a little piece in this article where you kind of got a little bit of information of what could possibly happen. So let's get into it. Here we go. Scroll down to the important part. It says, per team sources, owner Tom Gores has given Langdon the ability to make changes to the front office and coaching staff as he sees fit. The first domino to fall in that regard came last week when the Athletic reported that team and general manager Troy Weaver were parting ways. It is believed the organization is now evaluating the coaching staff, including head coach Monty Williams, who signed a 6-year, $73 million contract this time last year. Okay, so why is that important? Why are we focusing on this part of the article? Why am I making a video about this? I think what is really important, where it says it is believed the organization is now evaluating coaching staff. Trajan Langdon has already let Troy Weaver go. They parted ways. They said, you know what, hey, thank you for the last 4 years. We're going to bring in our people. And we saw a couple hirings. We'll talk about it on the podcast later this week. They brought in 2 new executives to the Detroit Pistons. They brought in a former Pelicans executive, and they brought in a former Brooklyn Nets executive. Okay? So that's what Trajan Langdon has been doing lately. Now, the Detroit Pistons have not had a press conference yet. And a lot of people are like, what's taking this press conference so long? You have to think of it like this. Wouldn't it be easier to move on from Monty Williams for Trajan Langdon to go into his press conference saying, I fired the former GM, I fired the current head coach, we're starting fresh, we messed up. I think what's happening right now is Trajan Langdon is making all of these coaches re-interview, sell themselves to him, because he's the man in charge. He has to evaluate and see if he honestly believes that Monty Williams and this coaching staff can steer the Detroit Pistons in the right direction. Now, I know a lot of you guys have very strong opinions about Monty Williams, and I love that, and I love engaging with you guys about that. I'm just trying to be objective as possible. I personally think the reason why it is taking so long for this press conference for Trajan Langdon and the other front office executives that he did bring in with him from the Pelicans and the Brooklyn Nets, they're asking Monty, it's like, hey, are you really into this? Or are you sold on, restoring the Pistons? Or are you sold on coaching? Because you won 14 games last year. You had more talent than Casey. He won 17. Is your heart really in it? And I think those are questions that the Detroit Pistons ownership group is asking Monty Williams, and Trajan Langdon and company are asking Monty Williams. When I had James on the podcast last week, he said he feels like it's a 50-50 shot that the Detroit Pistons move on from Monty Williams. Tom Gores will gladly pay the $60 million if Trajan Langdon says, hey, you know what, I think that we need to go in a different direction and find a new head coach to steer this ship in the right way. I think this is really huge, you guys. This is something that I think more of us need to be paying attention to. I don't think it's nothing. That's why I'm making this video for you guys right now. I honestly think there's a very good shot that Monty Williams is not going to be coaching the Detroit Pistons next year. I know I made a video a couple of days ago. I said I honestly think he's going to be here. with more information, my opinion is going to change. And this is more information from James, who's a phenomenal beat writer for the Detroit Pistons. And he gives us a lot of great information when he's on the podcast with us. But wanted to bring this to your attention. I think it's noteworthy. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section about ownership, Tom Gores giving Trajan Langdon the ability, if he wants to, move on from Monty Williams. Do you think that would be the right move for the Detroit Pistons moving forward? Or are you against it? Do you think the Pistons should give Monty Williams 1 year, one more year, maybe two, to try to figure it out, try to give Monty maybe a little bit more of a longer leash? I'll talk to you guys down below in the comment section. Like always, I hope you guys are staying safe. Take care. I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.